Power-ups are nothing new to racing games, of course, but what about a game where the entire environment is the power-up? Welcome to the crumbling, disaster-strewn world of Split Second.
Okay, everyone, we're live here. Let's stay focused.
Split Second is a Hollywood car chase and a disaster movie rolled into one and repackaged as a video game. Like something Michael Bay might make, except not rubbish. It's the work of the petrolheads from Brighton's Black Rock studio, creator of Pure, and in a previous life as Climax Racing, the excellent MotoGP series on Xbox. And it's a game that proved one of the highlights of this year's Eurogamer Expo.
The thing is with the game is that when you see the movies of it, I think everyone can see immediately the scale of what we're doing and the visual spectacle. I think when people play it, they realise that it actually is, really good fun as well, and it's not just, a series of like pre-canned events. Because I think that's something people often ask, and then they actually play it and they realise it's actually something they're controlling. The original concept was something we felt hadn't really been done before, which was racing through an environment which dynamically changes while you're going through it. I think other games have maybe toyed with that kind of idea, but never certainly to the scale that we've done. And yeah, really the whole thing's been one big learning experience.
Visually, Split Second is a serious show pony, which explains the buzz it generated on big and small screens at the Expo. But while buildings, bridges, cranes and cruise liners collapsing all around you makes this a dream game to demo, is it really more than a gimmick?
It's a valid comment that I think a lot of people say, normally when they've just seen a video and not played it, to be fair, but I think what's really interesting, and obviously at things like the Expo and other events, even on that one airport track that I'm sure everyone's seen lots of by now, watching different people play it, you do genuinely see everyone having very different experiences in terms of what they're triggering and when. So I think in that regards, it genuinely does give quite a different race each time. If you do put the hours in and you play a track enough, you will start to learn that that bus over there might blow up and that building over there can come down. But you never know it's definitely going to happen for sure. It does make it an exciting experience, even when you've played that track 20, 30, 40 times.
Black Rock is literally just around the corner from Eurogamer HQ, and eyewitnesses have reported numerous sightings of editor Tom Bramwell entering the building.
He's actually pretty outside with his nose against the window.
And if he is, this is what he'd be able to see.
Hi there, my name's Steve Uphill, I'm the Franchise Art Director on Split Second. Welcome to Black Rock, and I'll take you through to the team area and show you about. So over here we have a presentation team, so they look after front end, HUD, or things like that. So you've got a mixture of encode, design and art all in one area. In here we've got vehicle guys, so the vehicle artists who take care of all the cars, deformation, and then they're obviously paired up with these guys work really closely with the physics team over the back there, so all the deformation, the crashes, all that sort of thing.
It was at this point we became aware of the secret area.
So we're not allowed at that end of the office, which tells me there's something new and exciting and secret going on.
Nothing to see up there, I'm afraid.
Nothing to see?
You need to turn around and walk back.
There's probably lots to see, but we're just not allowed to see. Is that what you mean?
Exactly.
Okay, that's a shame. When will we be allowed to see it?
I couldn't possibly say.
If you go down that way...
This floor is basically mainly art and design and animation. Pretty much the whole floor dedicated to that.
Is there anything secret down there? Is that all upstairs?
Nothing secret down there, that's just where all the management live.
While it's all friendship, love and laughter out in the main studio, at every developer there's one person condemned to tread the lonely path around their own private padded cell. Meet the sound guy.
Many sound designers out there, you'll know that dark bunker that you live in.
Far be it for us to come between a man and his speakers, but what's different about the audio of Split Second?
We're looking at a load of Hollywood chase movies, seeing what it was that really gave you that feeling of excitement and what kind of compounds that adrenaline. So this is a video of a muscle car, and you'll see it going through its motions. And we'll collect this sound from low RPM to high RPM, so on and so on. And then we take that sound and we stick it into what we call Tonic, which is our engine synthesis tool. This is that sweep that you would have heard from low RPM to high RPM. We then take it to a stage where we grain it up. So you can see that That's one grain, one engine cycle. So then we have an idle here. These are all. This shows us the aggression of the vehicle, sticking it through digital signal processing, saturation of sorts. It shows the acceleration of the speed, which gear it's in, how heavy the car is. So we're always trying to add stuff to what is like essentially just a ramp up from a low RPM to a high RPM. You're creating a hybrid, a Frankenstein's sports car.
Split Second looks stunning, and as those who took it for a spin at the Expo know, it's bags of fun. The challenge now for BlackRock is in the polishing, tweaking, tuning and balancing.
I mean, you're right, it's been a real challenge because ultimately the races are good fun when you've got someone in front of you to fire the power plays at, but if you're successful, you're going to make them go behind you, and then you want someone else in front of you. So it's a real challenge with that AI. As you've been walking around the studio, you may well have seen today some balls which have like our big ideas basically, which are the bullseye that the team work towards. And so with Pure, it was all about the big jumps and those big, vertical moments. And with Split Second, it's all been about the Hollywood action moments and every lap being different to the last. You're changing the track while you race, and it's not just something that's being done by the game, it's the player choosing to do it themselves as well. So I do think, when you play it does feel very unique, specifically for that reason.
Split Second is currently due out next summer-ish on PC, PS3 and Xbox 360. You can read all about our latest hands-on impressions by hitting the red button.